You can tell that this is actually just a personal. Um, this is actually just my personal Twitch account. I don't stream to this usually. I was just like, oh shoot, I need to find one that I can use like really quick. So yeah, we just used my commenting Twitch to put this one up, but it should be good. Tech will be blue side, and the team from Texas A&M will be red purple for the first game here. And I do believe this is a best of 3 series. So we got 3 games. First of one is coming online now. And if you're here just for the first time, I am Dylan Petus Nestle Hornibrook. Yes, that name is really, really random. When my friends and I started playing League of Legends, we all decided we would create our names by taking 2 random objects around the room and sticking them together. And that's essentially how I got the name. So yeah, it's always an interesting one. But I will be interested to see how the teams will deal with this. I think it's just a straight repick, all same champions. Once again, it was a rogue flash. It was you going around flashing again that had us remake the game. So we should be ready and raring to go. Same picks, different bans, but when you have the same picks, you don't need to reban the same things. Just go efficiently and rifle off the A's. Luckily, no one banned Alistar in their haste and, made us redo this again. So we're going back. We're going to have, once again, a 3-minute spectator delay, but overall it shouldn't be too bad technically here. So let's go lane by lane here since I got the time. Got all the time in the world right now. Top lane, tentatively, if they choose to go the one-on-one here, we will have Renekton facing off against the Darius. It's a matchup where I really think Renekton can come out ahead if he plays to his strengths early. Renekton has enough mobility to really come inside on Darius's Q range. If he plays around the blade of Darius's Q really well, he can cut out a lot of the damage, a lot of the healing factor, and come out ahead in many, many trades in top lane. I look for Yuke to go really full-on bully in top lane, unless Korea Bread can help Don't Kill Me K. I'm also going to ask a little bit of forgiveness here from Do Not Kill Me K. I will probably screw up that name reading it really fast, really quick a couple of times. Same to Forgive Me I Suck. I can actually say Forgive Me I Suck. I may not get that name out completely correct first time around. But Korea Bread, Chuck Norris, and Epic Shots, you guys are pretty safe. Epic Shots, I casted his matches a lot of times. Same with Chuck Norris. Those are 2 names you don't forget easily. We do have to say sayonara to Epic Lynx, who had been a longtime player on this Texas A&M lineup, name that I had gotten used to casting, got used to watching as him and this TAMU team. Did win the South region last year for the NACC. They went on, and they faced, unfortunately, they had to face UBC in the semifinals. I am of the opinion that if they had gone on to face either RMU or Connecticut, they probably would have made their way to the finals, but unfortunately they did face the champions UBC and lost some hard-fought games. They were hard-fought, but UBC came out ahead, and as you may or may not know, UBC did go on to win the title. I left enough context clues. You probably should have known that. They ended up beating Robert Morris University in the finals last year, which may or may not know, Georgia Tech was number 2 in the South region. So this is South region past number 1 and 2 facing off here. This has actually been a regular, I like to call it a rivalry. It's not really, like a traditional school rivalry. It's not like Aggies versus Yellow Jackets, collegiate football greats heading on to the gridiron facing off. This is more a rivalry brought about by esports. They both end up in the South region, or a mixed region, and sometimes. They end up in the South region a lot. Really 2 pretty good power schools here. Texas probably has quite a bit more, I'd say, high-level competition than Georgia does. Georgia Tech really kind of stays as a lone island, whereas TAMU can face off which UT shows up year to year is always pretty variable. Like this year, it looks like UT Dallas is getting off to a good start. Some years it's Arlington. I've seen UT San Antonio show up. Some years UT Austin can show up from time to time. So it's a grab bag about who shows up from Texas every year. But Texas A&M usually comes out on top. And really, for the South, outside of, a couple years, FSU popped up and really played competitive League of Legends. Trying to think, UCF has at times looked strong. Trying to think if there's anyone else. Occasionally, in North Carolina will show up, but they get put in East now, I think, instead of South. There was one year where the South constituted Arizona, and we had ASU and Arizona come in, and they played strong. But I think they are now in West. I'd have to check. But yeah, that's kind of been your brief history lesson, and now I need to remember which one goes, ooh, this is not good. There we go. We're just going to use int game instead of loading. And yeah, I'm going to take the image out until we start the game, and then I'll put it back out. Because you know why? It's a pretty image, and it's taking over blank space, I think. Oh no, I think the HUD rescaling might have thrown me off here. Let's check. Will it fit? Yeah, it fits alright. It's not blocking anything too major. I'm going to leave it. It's okay with you. Let you know you're watching a member of the GTE Sports Club. For funsies. I can still see it. I'm making a judgment call here. Darius has got jokes, folks. He's got jokes! It's dangerous.
Welcome
dangerous. Alright. Looking at, we've got line of scrimmage starts here. Everyone spreading out, kind of guarding entrances to their own jungles. It looks like we will have standard bot lane, standard top lane. So it's going to be really interesting to see who gets into which lanes to really make concerned effort. I really feel that Korea Bread has got to get up into this top lane to help Don't Kill Me K. Top lane for TAMU used to be a really strong lane for them. I want to say it was Epic Links in the top lane, but I can't remember if it was him or Epic Shots, and if Epic Shots now has to go into mid lane now due to team changes. But it was one of the Epics roam top lane, and they really didn't have to fiddle with him too much. I think Don't Kill Me K is going to need a little bit more help than TAMU historically has used in the top lane. So we'll wait and see. Youth really plays his bully champions and plays them well. So I expect him to really, if this is all going to be one-on-one, I see him playing it strong. I am really interested as to why this Darius is sitting down here right now. It looks like he's going to help his jungler out. Actually, it looks like both bottom lanes here are going to grab Grump and Krugs, respectively, and then jungle top will help with the buff. So, very interesting start here, where it looks like no one really trusted to play that lane straight up in the top lane. Maybe Darius had planned this as a way to make sure that he was going to stay even with the Renekton, and the Renekton said, hey, you're not going to get an early advantage by taking jungle camps and coming in and teleporting into lane with more experience than me. So, both top laners help out their junglers, and now they'll port back to base, then TP up top, trying not to lose too much of the minion experience up there. And we will start off with, I'll call it semi-standard since they did the jungle turn here. But otherwise it will be a 1v1 top lane and a 2v2 bottom lane. Which I like a lot more. Like, really, I do not like the split push meta. It really forces some really stereotypical starts to games, where this, I think, gives the jungler a lot more freedom to be creative about how he's going to go through the game. So let's see how it shakes out, shall we? Bottom lane is just going to be farming. Ooh! I forgot to switch this around, so I will get our proper lanes here all fixed correctly, so that way you can make your judgments about who's doing what here on the map. It looks like a little bit of an early CS lead, if you can even call it that at this point. For Renekton in the top lane, Lulu farming up very well against the Xerath right now. Definitely making use of those auto attacks. And sorry, reading a message I got from Facebook. Yukir landing the stun. We see Super coming in looking like he wanted to gank top, but not going to get it. Oh, is that him? Misses the stun here on Korea Bread. Korea Bread going to really be able to get a good bit of damage here, and is that him? May force him to back pretty early here. Not going to be good for the thing. Ooh, don't kill me. Cat gets out just in time. Good flash there to avoid the parallel convergence coming out from the jungle. And oh, hey! Epic Lynx is also casting the game. Interesting. So, if you want to see a more experienced player casting in the game, you can head on over. TAMU is doing their own casting as well. Rise Fox, Asian Devil here, they are doing well keeping up the farm here. I'm not really sure how I'd call this lane in terms of advantage. I'd say probably an advantage over to more Tristana right now. Jinx really doesn't have a whole lot of damage. They do have a great CC combo if you can land the Headbutt Pulverize into a Chompers. But the Black Shield can really undo a lot of the good CC chain that we really like to see with the Jinx. So not sure how well they're really going to be able to ramp it up here. And it looks like Tristana getting her first hit on tower here. That's going to be a nice start here for Tristana. She really wants to take towers. Wants to take them early, and not only does she want to take towers, she wants to take her tower, then get to another lane to help take that tower. Tristana is so good at taking whatever early tower advantage you can get from bottom lane and transitioning it to other lanes. Now, in the top lane, where I thought Yuke was really going to have some fully potential here, Don't Kill Me K is playing a good top right now. You can see that early back really did help him. He was able to get Cloth and a Flask start here, and he has had enough sustain to really last out against the Renekton here. Renekton has not had to use his pots at all, just using his Q, keeping his health up. Not really going to be a rough life here for Renekton, but the fact that Darius has not had to back, has not really had to spend too much outside of his flash, the parallel convergence game did burn that. I'm sure they would love to get another gank in, but now the fact that Darius is 6, I don't think they're going to try for it. They're going to say, hey, you're level 6. You're level 6 Renekton. You can 2v1 at times. Oh! Saber is going to get caught out here by Korea Bread. Epic shots helping out. Will they be able to get the kill? They missed the Q. Oh, but the Whimsy does get him in range. So that's going to be first blood Korea Bread. Always nice to get an early kill onto your Lee Sin. He's definitely one of those junglers. Depending on the style and how you want to play him, can really take advantage of some early gold and move it into some good early pressure. I appreciate what Saber's trying to do here. He's pressing into TAMU's jungle, getting some aggressive wards down. But in the middle of river, you see 2 pink wards here out from TAMU. They clearly have seen that Georgia Tech's game plan is to get early wards into their opposing team's jungle. They've made some appropriate steps here to make sure that they have wards to cover any aggression here from Georgia Tech in the ward game. You're seeing 2 already out on the field for TAMU, and Darius has 1 waiting in inventory. This is a team that wants to keep an aggressive ward game going. It's not the fact that they want a large quantity of wards. They want to make sure that they are warding and de-warding all in the same vein. Is that him lands a good stun here onto Epic Shots, who looks to get froggy. But he's going to pull out. It's just going to be a slap fight there in the mid lane. Epic Shots without his ultimate doesn't really want to go too aggro on Is That Him. Ooh, but a good chain on the help picks to Glitter Lance combo. It's gonna put Is That Him pretty low, but he's got some biscuits to chew on. He's got a chalice, so the sustained in both mana and health is gonna be fine. It's gonna keep him in that mid lane fight, but the CS is not going his way right now. He is down about 8 CS. He's gonna need a little bit of AP to make sure that he's really clearing the waves as he wants to. Or it's either that or experience, but experience comes enough base damage to really take out the camps. Right now, he's a little low on it. His wave clear isn't super effective. He's keeping even in the top lane. I'm sure he wanted an advantage there, but he'll take even considering that his jungler did go down and is not farming to the same capacity as Lee Sin right now. Now, Yuke looks to be the victim of an incoming gank. Oh, a good chain CC on the slow to apprehend combo, but Yuke is able to slice and dice away. Did not have to burn the flash on the gank. Epic shot. Gonna take a good bit of damage there. But he has ulti right now. He's not really in too much of a threat to get taken out here by the Xerath. It's going to take a lot to really bring him down right now. CS in other lanes. The bottom lane is ridiculously equal here. They're going to fluctuate between 1-2 up, 1-2 down. Jungle has a pretty decent CS lead right now for Lee Sin at 5, but with the worth of jungle camps, that is a little bit more significant than a 6 CX difference in lane. All in all, with the first blood, this has opened up a 1,000 gold lead here for Texas A&M, who is on the red side once again. You're seeing Georgia Tech on the blue side. Now, that was a good zap, but it lands onto a black shield, so nothing really going to come from that one. Is that him? He's dealt with Korea Bread in his lane a lot this game. I know that Saber got behind early here, and he really went for that early warding totem. Oh! Epic shots. Did have to flash out the Q from Is That Him. Korea Bread goes aggro here, trying to pick up the kill on Is That Him. Takes him away, but did not have the damage. There is the ulti out. Oh, and some miscommunication I got to feel from Georgia Tech here. They had 2 enemies really low. Maybe Is That Him had focused his ultimates onto Korea Bread. They might have been able to... Oh! Rice Fox gets him with the ultimate. I am sorry, folks. I am not a good enough caster here to catch that as it was fired, but Rice Fox with the snipe pulls the kills to even in this game. Yuke busts the ultimate out here in the top lane to help deal with Don't Kill Me K. Was not able to get a kill from it, but he is high health right now. He has the health advantage. The ultimate isn't a necessity for him to kill his lane opponent here, but it looks like he's okay to walk away without any minions around. He doesn't really have the flexibility to go in and fight Don't Kill Me K on the regular. But a great snipe there onto Rice Fox really can help propel this game in Georgia Tech's favor, because not only did that get him a kill, but that has helped him to get an Avarice Blade advantage over his opponent. You see that Chuck Norris instead went with Boots instead of the Avarice Blade. Asian Devil tries to go in for the headbutt, but he is ultied away by Chuck Norris. Bit of an interesting play there, but Alistair, the ever-present kind of druidish healer of League of Legends. Oh, Korea Bread tries to go in for the insect play, but gets denied. A good and well-timed flash fight. Is That Him gets him out, and Is That Him is now feeling quite a bit more confident. He was not able to finish the Athenes like his lane opponent, but he's relatively close. But now he's going to feel a lot safer now that Korea Bread has used his flash. Korea Bread does... Oh! Rice Fox again! Are you kidding me? That is 2 snipes this game. And Epic Shot's now in a little bit of trouble. Will Saber and Is That Him have enough damage to take him down? There is the ultimate by Epic Shot. Saber just trying to put in the damage. Him and Is That Him do take him down. That is him. As I will ask 20 million times this game, it is him, folks. It is him. So that is 2 kills on the global ultimate of Rice Fox. Has been put to great use this game. Don't Kill Me K now trying to get in onto Is That Him. That does force out the teleport here from you. Will they have enough damage and CC to take him down under the tower? It looks like they might have enough. Oh, it's close, but no cigar here, and Rice Fox is out of ammo on the ultimate. Sadly, he's already gotten 2, but he will not be... he does not have the CDR to get it off again. But that is both teleports into the mid lane. Nothing really gained here from TAMU. I felt that Georgia Tech played it well. They forced him, they forced the Darius back into base while Renekton's going to get a little extra time on the map. Possibly able to get a pink ward out from that top bush. Maybe help Saber get into that top lane, but we'll have to see. Saber, the aggression is paying off for him here. It should be noted that he is going with the green enchantment, the Cinder Hulk, onto his scavengers. So he's going to really be going for the late scaling tank comp. He's not going to be looking to do too much damage. I think that's fine. You've got Xerath there for wave clear damage. You've got a Jinx who's going to hyperscale. And then you're going to have Yuke, who builds a pretty offensive Renekton. You're seeing Saber, that is 1 pink cleared out of the river, but he is nowhere near bottom, where this dragon is going to go down. That'll be first dragon over to TAMU. Definitely good to get some dragon control down, especially for a late scaling protect the AD comp. Oh, Saber lands a great stun. Epic Shots is low. Korea Bread is down. Epic Shots does not have a whole bunch of support in form right now. Asian Devil might go in for the headbutt. No, he's going to pull off. But that is 2 more kills as they're able to pull off Epic Shots and Korea Bread are down. Don't Kill Me K. Good apprehend there. He's going to get the slow. You're going to try and turn it around with the ultimate. But both of them are going to walk away. No ultimate use for Don't Kill Me K yet. He has not been able to find the Darius dunk. But he has found his CS. He has been fine on CS. Ooh, Rice Fox takes down mid turret. That was a great use of man down to make sure that they are getting some advantages off of these kills. Remember, folks, kills are great. But if you aren't pulling any objectives off your kills or forcing your enemy laner to base, you're not playing League of Legends effectively. Now, Is That Him? He has pushed really far out, but he's got the ward coverage to stay safe. He's got some wards in clear places. He knows he wasn't going to get flanked by Korea Bread. Although Korea Bread is playing a very helpful form of Lee Sin. He's kept his farm up. His farm has been good. He's got his ward trinket. He's got pinks. In fact, I am spotting 4 pinks on the side of Texas A&M right now, and it does my heart good. I love seeing good team warding, and I'm going to congratulate them on that. I see 2 on the side of Tech, which is okay. I do like to see the fact that their AD carry is picking over pink. Ooh, Korea Bread does catch the pink out on top side river here. They're going to take that out. Look at TAMU. That's 2 wards killed back to back here. They're feeling pretty good about their warding. Oh, Saber going aggressive on Korea Bread. Korea Bread is going to have to use the Lee Sin ward hop to get away. That means he does not have it for another fight here. Is That Him? Oh, with another snipe. Georgia Tech is loving their long-range spells right now, as Is That Him and Rice Fox are playing sniper duo right now. Seriously, sign them up for the Halo launch parties right now, because they are sniping away, and it's nothing but headshots right now. So that's going to move Is That Him to 204. We've got a 301 Rice Fox, and Georgia Tech is putting some serious gold into their pockets here with these kills. They're up about 2.4k right now. It's looking pretty good. Asian Devil and Saber. Oh, Don't Kill Me K. He's going to get support from... Ooh, that is a double teleport. I did not expect that. I do not know how Forgive Me I Suck got in there, but this is really turning around the tide, but Epic Shots is low. Yuke is a monster, and Saber is abetting this monster right now. Don't kill me, K does get the first dunk. That is dunk numero uno down for him. The AD carries are dueling it out in the bottom lane right now. Looks to be pretty even, but it is Saber down for 2 as top laner and mid laner are down. Korea Bread and Forgive Me I Suck are going to try and defend this tower. I don't think they can. Is that him has too good a siege right now. Oh, you helping out the snipe shot, but Korea Bread goes in for Devil, but he's probably gonna drop. Let's see, is that him pick it up? No! A really good little juke move there by Korea Bread. Will keep him alive. Nice moves there. You gonna try and get the tower. Don't kill me. K is going to quite possibly pick this up. Yeah, the apprehend and the fly there will spell the end for Is That Him. So some sloppy dive play here means that Georgia Tech does not get the tower. Is That Him played very aggressively to pick up Korea Bread, and it got turned around and he fell flat on his face there. So Georgia Tech gonna need to tighten some things up. They've got a lead, they've got some strength here, and they know it. But if they keep on playing fast and loose here, they're gonna end up with some problems. I am still bewildered at how Forgive Me I Suck got into that fight. Really floors me, and I know it's probably just me, like, literally not even seeing the fact that she was walking in with somebody else. I noticed the teleport, so I knew Epic Shots was coming in. And I'm like, wait, how did Morgana suddenly appear there? This is amazing. So, Magic Morgana aside, good defense there from TAMU. We'll keep the tower alive for a little bit. You gonna go in and slice and dice away from Don't Kill Me K. Actually, he's gonna bust ulti and he's gonna want to fight Don't Kill Me K. Oh, but the stacks are there for Don't Kill Me K. Will Asian Devil and Yuke be enough? Yes, Asian Devil actually picking up the kill. Will they kill the top lane turret? That is the question of the ages, as they have left that tower up for quite a while here, but Yuke looks to clear the wave out now. He's got his Black Cleaver. He is so strong with that Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver with Nexus. Nasty, nasty combo. Good roam by Asian Devil there, by the way. Didn't mention that, but it should be said. Definitely a good one to help the laner out. Oh, Rice Fox. He hits the hard ones, but unfortunately missed the easy ones. Asian Devil headbutts his opponent away. Never a good feeling on your Alistair when you headbutt the opponent away. Georgia Tech will get this dragon as it is up in 4, 3, 2, 1. We have Dragon. And it's going to go down pretty quick here. Between Saber, Asian Devil, and Rice Fox. Rice Fox does not have his ultimate to keep the opponent off that mid lane turret, but Is That Him and you are strong enough that no one was going to approach that tower. Now Asian Devil wants to get into the fight here. The Whimsy has gone out from Epic Shots to make sure that Chuck Norris got out easy, and Chuck Norris said, "Hey, you headbutted one of us to safety. I'll shoot you away." So nice little friendly push back and forth here as we're sending players all over the map this game. Actually, this is a pretty good matchup if you are a fan of displacement abilities. You've got the Lee Sin kick, you've got the Tristana Buster Shot, you've got the Alistair headbutt. You can see some people, you know, flying across the map here. Trying to think who else would make a good candidate for the ultimate displacement game. Of course, you gotta have the Azir. You need the Azir wall to, you know, push an entire team of 5 a direction. I think Kalista for the ultimate definitely gets some good displacement. Gragas body slams. Gragas was banned out in this game, but gotta say, love me some Gragas body slams. Oh, Asian Devil goes for the headbutt pulse combo, but it will not land. I think he actually canceled it a little bit early. He saw that Epic Shots was going to bust Whimsy and said, you know what, this is actually just going to be more compromising than it is effective, and did it a little bit early. Is That Him's wave clear right now is so key. The fact that he can just shove this opposing team into the waves, they're going to be almost completely dependent right now on Epic Shots to hold up the game. Epic Shots is going to be the only thing keeping these towers alive, and they are sending their AD carries down bottom to funnel as much farm as possible. Good finding there on Forgive Me I Suck. hold Saber in place, and we're going to enter into a siege game here. This is going to be, is that him with the Qs, with the stuns. You're going to get a lot of zaps out from Rice Fox, as they're going to try and catch people on the front side of their tower. Here's parallel convergence. Stuns none. Asian Devil dives under tower. He's going to get Morgana stunned, but does not use ultimate. Is that him? Still has his ultimate ready to go if he feels that he can get the Darius. I don't know if he's feeling it. Darius did get Lulu ulted to make sure that he was going to be safe this game, so right now, dealing all right, feeling all right. Here's another parallel convergence. Does not look like it's going to stun, but the zone control doesn't. You don't always need kills to get towers. You just got to make it so your opponent cannot stand near the tower. And right now, Chuck Norris does not have ranged wave clear enough that it's going to stop a Xerath. Xerath has such ridiculous wave clear. So this is really GT playing to the strength of their lineup right now. They know that they've got a siege advantage. They put 5 in a lane, maybe even start split pushing with the Renekton right now. Given the strength of Renekton, he's 30 CS up, he's 202. He's got Tiamat to really push in some waves. And good rotation here by Georgia Tech, noticing the open tower and bottom, sending Rice Fox down there. Will they be able to save mid-tower? It's going to be a question here. Mid-tower is pretty low. That Lulu is there with the Pix damage, and Chuck Norris rotates over. So that's going to be mid-tier 1 going down. Asian Devil looks to try and get in with the headbutt pull, but he's going to get Buster cutted away. Forgive me, I suck was there. Korea Thread could be getting chased down here. I don't think they're quite going to have the speed. Saber jumps in, misses the Q onto Epic Shots. The parallel convergence will not land. Epic Shots will get away. If you've ever chased a Lulu, which, let's face it, we've all chased a Lulu by now, it's very annoying. You're not going to catch her very easily. She's got the Wind V speed up. She's got the Glitter Lance. Help pick shield. It's just an annoying affair all around. So, Epic Shots going to be able to get away. Will Georgia Tech actually try for the Baron here? I think they're baiting. Yep, they're baiting. They're baiting this hard. And it looks like Asian Devil wants to go in, but he doesn't quite have the engage right now. I'd love to see maybe a Righteous Glory. Or, ooh, Saber here. He's going to get apprehended by Don't Kill Me K, but it is a tanky Saber that they all pulled in. There is the ultimate going out. Asian Devil is also pretty tanky. There goes a lot of damage from Rice Fox. Don't Kill Me K. He's going to get stunned up. He's going to have to eat a lot of Xerath damage on his way out of this fight. A lot of people very low. Saber low. Korea Bread very low. Don't Kill Me K also low. But the carries are still pretty healthy here. All said and done, neither team really dashing out of this game. Ooh, good pickup here by both Echo and Darius. Saber and Don't Kill Me K both pick up their Dead Man's plates here, as both of them desperately want to use that empowered auto attack to really get in and land a solid shot onto the enemy team's AD carry. Now, whether Don't Kill Me K or Saber are able to get to the opposing backline, that is another question. There is a lot of CC, a lot of peel for both squads here. Kind of surprised Georgia Tech pulled off the Baron right there. They know their opponent is over at the drag pit right now. Actually, I don't know if they do know. They are pinging it out, though. It looks like they're going to go take the dragon. They are strong enough right now. I don't think TAMU can really contest this, nor do they have to. This is dragon number 2. Not really an aspect of the dragon team comp right now, but Don't Kill Me K. He's caught out a little bit, but Korea Bread lands a great dragon strike right there. Knocks up a couple, but Epic Shots goes down due to the power of you, and a headbutt to end it. Asian Devil picks up a kill, and Don't Kill Me K. Asian Devil's second kill of the game. That's a cheeky support player right there. Picking up the kills in the team fight. But that is solo laners down here for Texas A&M. Not looking good. This could spell Baron for Georgia Tech. Is that him actually going to damage the Baron on the outside of the pit away from his team? It looks like he is going to play heal and protect here as Korea Bread is going to try and get in. Asian Devil fighting off Chuck Normus right now. It looks like he might be the sacrifice for the greater good of the team here as Georgia Tech stays on the Baron. Chuck Normus is able to pick up a kill. They are able to pick up Korea Bread, which means they have the smite advantage. The smite advantage will be enough to pick up the Baron. Duke actually able to pick up Chuck Normus. So it is a 2-for-1 trade as Asian Devil goes down, but they pick up Korea Bread and Chuck Normus. 2-for-1 and a Baron. Georgia Tech are rolling right now. 8.5k up. They're up 2 towers. And with this Baron buff and a pretty decent siege comp, they're going to look to push here. Heavy move here by Texas A&M. They know that they lost the Baron. They're going to take their high health numbers that they do have on the field right now. Going to try for the Dragon. Will they be able to close it out without the jungle? No. Saber gets there in time. Yuke comes in on the teleport flank. Epic Shots is down. They are going to force the Morgana away. Don't kill me, K. Not enough speed to get away from Yuke. And Georgia Tech picks up Dragon number 2 with the Baron buff. And now they are going onto full-on siege mode. I am wondering which tower they're going to focus here. They have the minion line. It looks like it's going to be that bottom side tier 2. They're not. No, they're going to have Is That Him propel the mid units here. But tier 2 bottom side goes down. Will they be able to get Inhibitor? Don't Kill Me K and Epic Shots are down. Without Epic Shots, they do not have the wave clear here to fight off the Baron empowered Georgia Tech siege engine being manned by Riot Fox right now. Is That Him has joined them? It looks like they will be able to pick up the first inhibitor of the game, and Georgia Tech has cracked the base here at 30 minutes. Will they push on? I don't think so. We're going to see them move as Vive away. A Help Me picks into a Glitter Lance here. Leaves Georgia Tech low. Asian Devil's going to keep the binding, but Is That Him is going to pump out damage all along the way. Asian Devil just getting in and fighting it out with Duke in that mid lane. We will see Asian Devil go down, but Duke is picking off people left and right. Look at that, he's already got the triple. Will they be able to finish off the ace? No, Epic Shots is going to get away. No amount of Is That Him damage is going to be able to land enough to kill it, but that is a 5-0 surrender. Game 1 to Georgia Tech. Really, what did we see here? We saw Yuke go bananas on this Renekton. Look at that, he had his Titanic Hydra, Dead Man's Plate, Black Cleaver combination. He was just going to output all kinds of outrageous damage in that game. And at 9:05, clearly putting up a very, very solid game. So I have been invited to game number 2 here. Lobby is full. I'll try and get in. Lobby is full. I don't get a break here. My voice is actually going to die. Because I'm just going to keep on talking, keep on going. No water breaks. I don't have any soda around me. I would actually kill for a Coca-Cola right now. But sadly, it's not there. That is the best promotion line I think I've ever put up, by the way. Yeah, just casually name dropping the product right there. So GG to Georgia Tech. That was game 1. They will now move over to the red side. Texas A&M will pick up the blue side. Now, what do you do if you're Texas A&M here? You lost a pretty deciding game. It was pretty, I would say Texas A&M had a pretty good lead. They pulled out a 1,000 gold lead here in the early game. They were able to get the first blood, taking advantage of a very aggressive Saber. But for me, this is the Lee Sin pick. Really kind of took the downturn a little too early for Texas A&M. He went with the Warrior Enchantment, tried to build in some damage. It did not scale for his team into the late game like I think he wanted. Maybe they picked it up for a little bit of mid-game pressure, trying to kind of spread out where their real power spikes were going to be. That red Lee Sin is a pretty huge power spike. in the mid game, and I don't know if they were trying to rely on that to get them through, but they were pretty much caught with their pants down before the real strength of their lineup came to be when you get that late game Lulu, that late game Tristana, late game Darius. Just weren't able to last that long. Georgia Tech had a great siege engine with the Jinx, with the Xerath, and with the parallel conversions from Saber. I did not give that Echo pick enough credit when we were in the initial draft phase, but his parallel convergence zone control was fantastic. Asian Devil had good initiations. I think there probably could have been a little bit better play from the Morgana. He landed a couple nice bindings, but there were some black shields that didn't go onto the targets when they needed it. Some of them went a little late, but I think a large part of this was Texas A&M really tried to fight some objectives when they knew they were behind, trying to fight their way back into the game, and it didn't really help. They could have turtled maybe towards the end of that game, waited for Georgia Tech to make a mistake, wait for them to be too aggressive, but after a while, I started feeling like there wasn't a whole lot Texas A&M could do aggressively to try and wrestle the game back. It felt like they kind of lost control, and then they struggled to really find what they could do afterwards. So we'll have to wait and see. So I'll turn this over to you, Chet, while I'm looking at you here while we're out of game. How did you like game one? What were your thoughts? Let me know. I'll be watching the chat here. I think I got a 5-10 second delay. Not really too bad. I see a couple of the players coming in and out of the lobby. What are we at viewership-wise? Let's feed my vanity. 28! 28! Not bad. Not bad for early CSL game of the year, given this is one of our biggest traditional rivalries. But I will say we've got some contenders in the group outside of A&M this year. I think UT Dallas 3-0 on the young CSL season. So we'll wait and see how they turn up. That should be another good match. Hoping CSL covers that one. They've got better broadcast quality than I do on my, just one-man composition. Good to see that it looks like does not appear to... It looks like the quality is pretty good. Okay, so I'm not really... Yeah, doesn't look like we're lagging too bad, so I think the quality is pretty good. I get worried about broadcast quality. I am just streaming from a regular desktop, not a super hyped up NASA computer. But we make do. We make do, folks. And yes, Henry, I am in chat with Asian Devil. That's how I get invited to games. So, first band's out. Let's cover them. Coming out from the Texas A&M team, we are going to see Vygar and the Echo band. Got to agree with that. Saber used that really aggressively. He actually built into the Sightstone so early that gave them such a huge vision advantage in the early game. When his opponent was upgrading his Hunter's Machete, he in fact went straight from Hunter's Machete to the Sightstone. So even with the early death, he was able to pull out some advantages here. Kindred off, Elise and Gragas both banned, and Gangplank done. So this is making me wonder, what is the champion that was left up here? I know there are still a couple of really good champs out right now. Tom Kench was the ban that fell off here. That was banned on Georgia Tech's side last time. Really? Yeah, there we go. It's the Kench. We have unbenched the Kench, folks. Oh, jeez. God, I am not looking forward to this. Tom Kench is such an annoying champion. And forgive me, I suck. You are a dirty person for picking Tom Kench in this situation, but I completely understand it. Look for either Jinx or Tristana to be here for the blue team. If I'm Georgia Tech right now, Jinx may work her way up my board, but there is also Callista, who is ready to go for this. So Jinx or Callista, both exceedingly strong picks here for the Tom Kench. Is that him and you look to pull a Lee Sin Alistair combo? Kind of like this. So roll with me, folks. Roll with me. Here's my thinking. I was hoping it was going to be Lee Sin Alistair, and they were going to go for maximum displacement comp, where as soon as Tom Kench swallows somebody, they automatically focus him and push him back into the enemy team. So he's there and whoever he swallowed is right there. But unfortunately, not coming to be. It will be Morgana and Lee Sin. So the Black Shield here definitely going to be fighting off some devourings of the Tahm Kench. Waiting to see whether that is jungle or support Tahm Kench. I am on the I'm on the side that this is probably going to be support. I definitely expect a hyper-scaling AD carry here, either Callista or Jinx. Can't really go wrong with either. It'll be interesting to see who they pair with the Morgana right now. This was not a sterling Morgana performance from Forgive Me I Suck. I mean, I know there wasn't really a whole lot he could do there. The advantages kept on piling up for Georgia Tech, and there really wasn't a whole lot to come back with. I am a little surprised at the Tristana pick here. I definitely think there were other AD carries that could have gone in with the Tahm Kench and done probably a little better as far as pairings go, but this still does give them very strong tower destruction. You've got the Rek'Sai, still a very strong jungle. And truthfully, you're going to have some pretty good global awareness here from Texas A&M's comp. You've got the Abyssal Journey coming out from the Tahm Kench. You're going to have the Rek'Sai farm alarm going off. Now the question is, how does Georgia Tech respond here? Because you are facing a team that's going to have pretty good ability to get around the map and get to objectives. And we are seeing what could be a Vayne and a Renekton. They are really looking to spread. But now moving away from the Renekton, it looks like it's going to be a Gnar. I like the Gnar for the sole fact that it is a very safe top laner. Doesn't have really too many poor matchups. But this is a call here to Don't Kill Me K to pick something where he feels really confident. Because he did not have a super sterling performance. He farmed extremely well in the top lane. Kept up farm with you pretty much every step of the way until team fights started happening. And that is when you went full beast on the team fights. So here we go. It looks like we could see a LeBlanc. No, now we got an Ahri. A Renekton. Cheeky. Will he lock it in? I don't know if he's got it. Alright, so the Ahri's in. Does he have the crocodile? Yeah, it's gonna be the Croc in the top lane. So, a max, and I'm saying scaly team. Not scaling, but scaly. You got the Rek'Sai, you got the Renekton. Maybe on a dry day, Tahm Kench could get a little scaly. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. Oh my god, Manu, just be quiet. I can do my Australian accent when I please. When you have to solo cast games by yourself, you just kind of get used to being a little bit off your rocker. My Australian's getting a little bit better. Like, trust me, 2 years ago my Australian wasn't that good. My problem is I work with too many South Africans, so it's getting jumbled. And I've just been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the past couple of days. So I'm getting this weird mix of Cockney, traditional British, South African, while I'm trying to do Australian. It's very confusing. It's very hard. Ahri Renekton go in, and the final pick will actually be Ziggs. So once again, a wave clear champion with some pretty long range coming in for Is That Him, so I can appreciate that. Definitely going to be a lot of the same siege potential here from the mid lane of Georgia Tech. I've been talking with Asian Devil before, and he said he really values mid laners with wave clear. So they're trying to work that into the team composition to make sure that wave clear is always present on the team, which I think is very valuable. It's definitely not something to be underestimated. And zone control was a big part of their last win. Between the Flame Chompers, the Xerath slow field, and the stun, the parallel convergence from the Echo, all of it worked really hard to win them positioning around turrets. They really made it very hard for Texas A&M to defend their turrets. Now it's going to be interesting, because a lot of the zone control's off, but you do have the Dark Binding of Morgana on your team now. So Dark Binding lands, look for an automatic Tahm Kench, Devour, and Run combo. But then the follow-up to that's going to be the important thing. So how do you follow up once the Tahm Kench Devour is used? How do you take advantage of that time period where everybody has to be on the map for Texas A&M, and largely almost all of Tahm Kench's usefulness goes out the drain? No, Ziggs is bugged on that past patch. That is not true for the current one, so I would say that Ziggs is not bugged. And no, Ziggs is... Yeah, I gotta agree with this at him here. A, he's playing the champion, and A, he's a better player than I am. But B, Ziggs is not really a top tier pick. He is just really good wave clear. And that is what Georgia Tech needed in this comp. Vayne and Gnar, not really huge wave clear specialists. In fact, it's going to be almost completely on the mid laners in this game to wave clear. It's going to be REQ versus, the whole slate of whatever you want to do with Ziggs. Good lord, he's built for wave clear. And then really just the dump of ultimate damage from Ziggs will be the team fight specialty here for Tech. I've got to say there is some amazing movement abilities here from Texas A&M. They can be an extraordinarily slippery team. Between Tahm Kench, Devour, and Run, you've got rocket jumps, you've got slice and dice, you've got Ari's Spirit Rush, you've got the tunneling of Rek'Sai. You've got a lot of things to go a lot of places, but it's going to be really key to see how they use it. We are only going to see one teleport on both teams. Gnar has the TP, and then you also see the TP coming in on the Renekton. So this will not be the double TP comp. We've gotten so adjusted to seeing from Worlds. You're going to see Ziggs picking up the barrier to help him withstand the lane against the Ahri in case Ahri goes aggro. Of course, Ahri being pretty much still a relative assassin. She plays mage assassin-y, not full-out assassin nowadays, but she's picking up the Ignite. She wants those kills. Now, the Korea Bred versus Saber matchup here. Saber was super, super aggro last game. And I'm putting so many superlatives on that because I really want to stress the fact that him being up in Korea Bred's jungle was what set the precedent for a lot of those mid-game team fights that got Georgia Tech the lead. Now, if those team fights don't happen, if Korea Bred is actively able to defend his jungle, I'm not sure Georgia Tech pulls out such a convincing early game win. This could go much more even into the mid-game team fights, but we will have to see here. As with everything, the game has to be played before we make a judgment here. So let's make sure that everybody's leaving it out on the field right now. God. This is going to be an interesting game. I really like the Vayne pickup now that I've seen the full comp out here from Texas A&M. That exceedingly mobile Vayne is going to play a huge role in avoiding the Ahri damage, in avoiding the Renekton damage, in avoiding the Rek'Sai damage. And all of that CC that really has to come from melee range almost. Ahri is the only CC on her team that comes from a long range, excluding Rek'Sai Q and Tahm Kench Q, but those aren't really Rek'Sai's Q isn't too much of a slow nowadays, and Tahm Kench's Q is not too long of a range. It's good lane range, but it's not really great siege potential range. Oh, don't kill me, Kay. You're going to be... Oh, so not Kay. So many things landing, and that is going to be death, and that is a Lee Sin with first blood. That is not what you wanted to see from Texas A&M. Following up a tough game one. Oh, and Trinket Ward down. Not only do they get the first blood and an assist on every member of the team, but they also kill Mid's Trinket Ward. Just like insult to injury. Now, we've got movement from Texas A&M. They are moving players into Georgia Tech's bottom side jungle here. They do not get a ward off, so no deep wards go into G's team's jungle. They spent too many of their trinkets defensively to really pull off any vision. There we go. Tristana lands a good ward. That's going to see Lee Sin if he goes for the Gromp, but it's actually going to be the Morgana and the Vayne here starting off on the Gromp. They're going to make sure that they want to get the early level 2 on their opponents. It's going to be seen by Tristana and Tahm Kench. So that's going to be kind of even lanes going into that bottom lane. Both junglers getting assistance from their top laners. So we're going to see that exact same start strat where top laner is going to face, TP back in, and then it's going to be a straight up Gnar versus Renekton matchup. It's going to be the fuzzy what's it against the big bad Gator in the top lane. So we have that to look forward to. Now, Morgana Vayne, not a super strong lane here. In fact, I would venture to say that this Tahm Kench Tristana lane is going to do very well against them. Almost famously against them. I really probably would have taken a lane swap here if I was Georgia Tech, if that was really in my team's book of plays. Not every team can pull off a lane swap, especially in Collegiate. But with a Vayne Morgana, I would have felt a lot better with them going against Renekton and my Gnar going against this Tahm Kench Tristana, rather than these duos facing off and Gnar facing the Renekton. So I will switch around this because I'm pretty sure everybody in chat is saying, hey, you idiot, why do we not have correct people in correct slots on the scoreboard? And you would be right. I did not do that correctly. So, Rice Fox getting pushed in here as MU is quickly eating into that first blood lead of Georgia Tech as their CS is taking some early advantages here. We're seeing that Renekton really bullying the poor Gnar. Gnar having to blind pick this game. He had to blind pick a top laner for whatever reason that Georgia Tech went with. Here comes Saber. The stun does land on Forgive Me, I Suck, but there is the gray health shield. Rice Fox gets away from Asian Devil to make sure Thomas's E-charge damage does not land, and with the jungler showing bottom, that pretty much is a welcome mat here for Rek'Sai saying, please gank me. My jungler is nowhere in the vicinity. Ooh, don't kill me, K. Takes a big tower hit here, and Youth playing defensively behind his tower. I'd say playing this pretty well. He did have to use the Boomerang Blade there. Trying to build up a hyper hit. Does not get it. Asian Devil just sitting in the bush there. Don't really know what he was looking for. Looked like he was probably looking somewhere else on the map. Didn't realize that the opponents were sitting right next to him. Could have ended badly. But luckily walks away. No real damage. And Saber gets up into the top lane. He's going to be sitting there with you. This will be I'd say a good opportunity. I don't think they're going to quite get a counter gank, but they might set up a gank here. Ooh, is that him? Is taken on in mid lane. He is brought low, but he does... Oh, pops the barrier. So he has had to pop the barrier. And now back to the regularly scheduled programming of Farming Simulator 2015. Okay, you goes in. He does hit Mega at the right time. Interesting that Saber was not feeling the fight there. They had the Mega Gnar. To me, it felt like they had an advantage. But Croc and Lizard is a pretty good combination. So Georgia Tech will settle for getting the pink ward out of that bush and getting back into the action as regularly scheduled. Ooh. So we've got the Lizard here set up a pretty good CS advantage. Nuke is caught out. He does have the flash. He does not have the hop. I do not think the hop is not there. The slow is there. There goes the smite, but don't kill me, Kate. Dropped real low. So both Gnar and the Lizard dropped really low here. Yuke able to get out alive, but he did have to use his flash. He will probably have to use teleport to get back up into lane. So good gank by Korea Bread. They do use Korea Bread's flash, which I feel is very important, especially into ganking the Zig. Without that flash, I don't see Rek'Sai ever getting in for a knockup unless the charm lands on by Ahri. And that's going to be a big task, is that him, a pretty technically sound player in his own right. It's going to be hard for him to, it's going to be hard to hit him with that charm. So if he plays well, plays safe, he should do just fine. There we go. I'm so cringing every time that Dark Binding lands. Oh, Korea Bread takes the aggressive shot here. He's going to get dropped low. Is that him trying to put the damage down? Will he have enough? No. Korea Bread just gets out. That is flashed down by Is That Him. So successful gank despite not having his flash ready to go. Took a great angle in on that lane. Was able to get all the pressure he wanted. But look at that Saber. As soon as he sees his opposing jungler get so low that he's off the map, he's into the opponent's jungle, takes a Raptor camp, gets out. Really good farm advantage for the Saber. He is up almost double farm, as Rek'Sai has pretty much been exclusively a lane ganker here. Yuke up experience, down a little bit of CS. Now fighting pretty equally with Don't Kill Me Kane now that he's got enough damage in the Boomerang Blade. The Hyper is doing some hype damage right now. He bosses the Renekton out of the lane. It's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic shifts. Renekton's so great in the early game. Mid-game, a huge power spike if you can get him going. But it doesn't look like he's going to have the liberty to really get going here. He's going to have to fight hard in the mid-game to even have a late game. Korea Bread gets caught out in his Raptor pit by Is That Him? But no real damage coming through. Is That Him's damage? It's pretty delayed. It's not, you know, like a huge damage spike without the ultimate. Even the ultimate has a delay on it. So it's really good controlled waves there, but it's not, you know, I am going to catch you out and insta-give you. There's a couple seconds in there where if you've got the mobility, you can dodge most of the damage. Rice Fox keeping up in CS. I thought this was going to be a trouble lane for them, but it has not been bad. Nice little Tormented Soil there from Asian Devil. Stops the back of Chuck Normus. Chuck Normus says, you know what? I needed another wave anyway, so pushes it back in on Rice Fox and Asian Devil. Chuck Normus not even having to use his pot in the lane so far. Tells you how safe they've been. Asian Devil has had to use every consumable he's had. And forgive me, I suck. It's not fair. This is a Tom Kench. He is not going to mind getting poked at every once in a while. He's going to heal it back up. He's going to be just fine. Now, you dealing with another jungle intervention here. Epic Shots gets caught out by Saber in the jungle. Epic Shots now using all 3 charges of his ultimate. Ooh, there's an ultimate by Asian Devil. The Dark Binding lands. It's able to catch Forgive Me, I Suck. But the mid laner is able to get out. So, a whole lot happened there. But at the end of the day, nothing happened. So, just like Epic Cuts lands a charm, but he doesn't have enough mana to make it really move into anything else. You dueling Don't Kill Me K pretty effectively here, but Don't Kill Me K still has his ultimate. That Dominus is still ready to be popped at a moment's notice. He's going to use his momentary strength of having ulti up while Yuke has to be mini to take out the pink ward here. Good juke there into the brush to take away the hyper stacks. Yuke not able to completely bully him out unless he's got hyper on threat. So there we go, hyper is once again on threat. Georgia Tech has gotten up to the dragon here. Looks like he will be able to take him down. Yes. Georgia Tech gets the dragon one of the game. Yuke now having to deal with the dominance of Don't Kill Me K, but it looks like he's doing pretty well. Georgia Tech up in the bottom lane, playing well. Will Yuke be able to get the kill in the top lane? No, as the camera once again tries to pull me somewhere where the action is not happening. Don't Kill Me K, not even close really, but it was a mega Gnar in the area, so we will go back to the directed camera now. See, it loved them while they weren't fighting, and then when they were fighting, it's like, yeah, you know what? Now we're going to go somewhere else. Epic shots. Man, he is using and abusing all the jumps looking inside him. He has had to deal with so much that game. Korea Bread goes down. Forgive me, I suck. Will bail out the Tristana. But if it was not for that Tom Kench, that would have been too dead for Texas A&M. But as it is, they will trade 1-for-1. They will trade Korea Bread. Krista hits epic shots, dropped low. A good dart finding by Asian Devil. Duke now in trouble as Don't Kill Me K has made his way into the bottom lane. A shutdown for Tristana as he is able to pick up Saber. So a 2-for-1 trade here as GT got aggressive, but they did not realize that Don't Kill Me K was making his way down there. They decided, you know what, let's give Rice Fox some time alone in the bottom lane, get him back up in the farm lane, and Asian Devil going to try and hold tower here. Don't Kill Me K start finding Lance once again. Forgive me, I suck, can bail him out with the Tom Kench. This is where being red side really is a thorn in your side. Without the Mordekaiser ban being an absolute necessity now, it now leaves the complete burden of the Gangplank ban on the red side. Gangplank has to be banned. So since they no longer had that open ban slot, they had to drop the Tom Kench ban. So with the Tom Kench on the field this game, Asian Devil, oh, you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, buddy. Is that him going to try and save him? They try and displace Korea Bread. Saber tries to go in for the Merc kill here, but he's not going to have it as Tom Kench saves another one. Oh, good pick there by Saber. That's going to be able to pick up the Korea Bread kill here. And now we've got 3 members of GT in the mid lane. There are 3 members of TAMU here. Will anything come about it? Epic Shots gets hit with another Q. Man, Saber is on point with his Q hits here. Unfortunately, we are seeing 4 kills of Georgia Tech onto the jungle. This is worrisome as the kills are pretty spread out here for TAMU. All solo laners have a kill, junglers got a kill, AD carries got a kill, and unfortunately for GT right now, it is just the jungler here with all 4 kills for them. Now that does mean a strong Lee Sin, it does mean a stronger bridge to that late-game Vayne that they're looking for, but will it be enough? Duke here can go pretty aggressive. He has won this fight against Don't Kill Me K in the top lane. Don't Kill Me K will have to base, he will have to run back up into top lane as he does not have his teleport up at this moment. It will be TP advantage for the next dragon fight if they're able to hit the timer in between Duke and Don't Kill Me K's teleports. But we are seeing strong positioning around Dragon, but that's going to be 2 minutes. I think both TPs are probably at by that point in time. But Yuke does take the top lane tower, so that is first tower of the game over to Tech. Tech leads by a tower and a dragon. Oh, good use of the smite there to help land the charm. Is that game goes down. The lack of mobility on Ziggs here being pretty detrimental against a team with exceedingly high mobility. Ari and Rek'Sai, very hard to dodge unless you've got something like a jump or a translation to get away. Chuck Norman pushing tower, he's going to be able to get that tower down. Georgia Tech, not looking as crisp as they were in the past game. They've had some good fights, they've had some bad fights. But Texas A&M really using mobility and the Tom Kent to their advantage. I do have to say, without the Tom Kent this game, it would have had to take a really on-point Thresh game to equal what this Tom Kent has brought to this team. He has taken people out of the frying pan so many times this game. So many times. But that has come to a 2,000 gold lead here for Texas A&M as they take 3 towers in incredibly short order here after Georgia Tech took the first tower of the game. So good comeback here by Texas A&M. They've used their advantage in the mid lane to good effect. Epic Shots here caught out a little bit, but that Spirit Rush will pretty much take out the aggressive play here by Saber. We are going to see them collapse onto the top lane and jungle who are coming down from Texas A&M, but Saber is so low here. I don't know if they really want this fight. Rice Fox is backing. He has just picked up a Blade at the Rune King, and he is staring down. Oh, Epic Shots goes very aggressive. Uses the flash to get in, but the top bench saves one again. Korea Bread very low. Will he drop? No, he's going to get... Oh, no, he's not. Duke is there. Duke is... Oh, he is the man of the match right now. That is a huge double kill as he picked up the jungler and AD carry. Rice Fox able to pick up some kills. Don't Kill Me K is super low. Saber! Oh my goodness! How did he know wards were in the right places? That turns into a 5! Oh! Oh, that was a clean ace by Jordan. I thought that was looking bad, but the Mega Gnar by you turns the fight around. They pick up mid tier 1. They pick up a dragon. They are moving towards bottom tier 1. They could pick up 2 towers, a dragon, and an ace off that fight. How nuts is that, folks? That is a swing in momentum of titanic proportions. As you also picked up this pink in the top lane, which really, let's talk about worth right now. It was all for that pink, ladies and gentlemen. We all knew it. So, what Georgia Tech now plans to do with their ridiculous gold income off the Ace, Dragon, and Tower is going to be key. They now know that their Renekton strength, or the Renekton strength of Texas A&M is not equaling out the Gnar. Gnar came in and had a huge fight in that enclosed space area, just dropping the huge Mega Gnar stun. Forgive me, I suck. It's going to keep a Saber Q here, but Saber not in the best location. Epic Shots is going to go straight onto Asian Devil. Asian Devil already used the Black Shield to keep up the stun for Saber. Now, you trying to go aggressive here. He does not have Mega Gnar ready to go here. He's trying to build it up. A good Buster Shot there is going to bring Duke low, but now Rice Fox is on the hunt. The final hour has been popped. Instant Him has picked up Chuck Normus with his extra damage. Rice Fox going to use the passive to hunt down Don't Kill Me K. Don't Kill Me K would have to have reached a minion to get any more distance to get away from Rice Fox. But with the passive, Rice Fox goes in, picks up the damage. Epic Shots trying to get some damage on Tower to help out. Ooh, Saber, did he have... No, he just did a very quick dash to get away. Asian Devil's there to hold the tower with Saber. Is that him is here to help clear for Rice Fox as they try and push down this tower. I think they'll be able to get it, even with Korea Bread here to support. He cannot get through that minefield. That'll be a tower down. So, top lane tier 2 still up. It looked like it was down for a half second. Probably just me, being blind in some cases, some things. So it is all tier 1s down for both squads. It's a 3-3 tower game. 2 drags to nil on Georgia Tech, so they can start threatening aspect of the dragon here if they so choose. Really make it an objective fights game. But great kick by Saber in that last fight. If I had a replay, I'd show it. That was 2 knocked up on the kick of Epic Shots. They lost Devil, but they still knew they had the strength there. Georgia Tech is really measuring their strength very well in these fights. They know what they can take, they know what they can't. And right now they're playing with a good deal of confidence. And I cannot stress to you how important confidence is in League of Legends. Without confidence, you have to play a very methodical game. You have to play strictly by the numbers. And sometimes you won't take the advantages that you're allotted. But with confidence, sometimes you're going to take bad plays. But for the vast majority of the time, you're going to take the plays that you should when they arise, even if you have to take a couple of bad fights in between. Now, Yuke is going to play a very aggressive frontline role here. He knows with his Black Cleaver he's got the damage. He's building up to what I assume will be a Deadman's Plate. And they are going straight onto Baron, trying to use Hyper and Silver Bolt's damage to burst down the Baron. Maybe it was just a very clever bait here, but they've got Texas A&M out in force. They've got Forgive Me I Suck in the compromising position. He is in front and away from the rest of his team. He is, luckily enough, going to be able to get away. Asian Devil goes down. Georgia Tech once again loses their support, and they lose a tower. Texas A&M pulling off a good rotation here as they are able to get a kill and a tower for nothing. Just good map positioning and team rotation. Win the day here for Texas A&M as they are able to pull back a little bit of this gold lead away from Georgia Tech. Saber tries to get the kick on Korea Bread. Gets the stun onto Epic Shots. Epic Shots would have gone down to the Is That Him ultimate, but the Tom Kent feat is enough. Saber able to pick him off in the side. Oh, Chuck Dormis gets stunned. Great condemn by Rice Fox there in the hectic team fight. That's going to be 3 for Nillis. Don't Kill Me K also goes down. And Georgia Tech lost none for 3 there. I guess we could say Asian Devil was the casualty. I think Asian Devil would have been down in the earlier fight. Rice Fox and you can burn down a dragon pretty dang effectively. Rice Fox with Silver Bolt and Blade of the Ring King puts out a lot of damage. This will be Baron over to Tech. So Tech is taking the 2 dragons. They've taken the Baron. And now it's going to be a question of whether they can continue the dragon control. You've survived with the Black Shield, but Epic Shot's able to put in enough damage to chew through it. They are going to lose the top laner for 37 seconds. Dragon will start with Duke out of the fight, but TP looks to be up in enough time. Let's check. He's got 29 seconds on the TP. He's going to be late to Dragon by 9 seconds. If TAMU wants to force it, they will have 5 and a numbers advantage at Dragon should they choose to take it. Saber does eat the shelling smite here from Korea Bread. Korea Bread now out of smite for the next fight. Saber also down smite, but his will be up sooner. Oh no, Korea Bread does have smite. Why am I blind, folks? Why am I blind? Korea Bread does have his smite up, so smite advantage does sit with TAMU for the moment. But now Saber has the smite. It is a 50-50 drag fight. If both jungglers make it in, looks like Saber gets pushed off, but he's got his dead man's plate. Epic Shots goes aggressive again. Boy, he is playing way ahead of his team right now on the Ari, Rice Fox, and Is That Him. They are able to pair up to take away Korea Bread. The rest of the team pulls away as Tom Kent once again saves another one of his teammates off to the side here. Asian Devil this time is able to dodge the Ari damage. Now, do they have the re-engage here to pull even with the team? Yes. Forgive me, I suck. Able to pull away. Oh! But his sacrifice there, so key to getting his team away. Saber eats the Q, eats the taunt, and he goes right into the enemy team's Charm lands. Not a taunt, it's a Charm. Sorry, folks. But Saber there got a little too greedy. He's going to end up back at base, but he's 6-2-2. He's got to be pretty happy with his recent game. Took the 4 early kills and has built it into some really solid pressure. He has the Dead Man's Plate for damage. He's got the red trinket. He's able to be pretty aggressive here. Asian Devil once again eats a lot of Epic Shots damage. Rice Fox there with the key heal Agent Devil now going to drop to Chuck Normus. Rice Fox not in a great spot, but he's able to pick up the double. Will he get the triple on Don't Kill Me K? Yes, he will pick up the triple here. Yuke with a great teleport here, stopping the aggressive play from TAMU. Korea Bread, he's going to be in a world of trouble as Yuke has the hyper. He's got the boomerang damage. That's going to be another kill. That is 4 dead for a dead support. Georgia Tech takes a huge lead in this game now. They are up 6.5K. They are now taking 2 tier 2 turrets. This is going to up the, this is gonna up the gold lead here. Let's see what it's at once tier 2 bottom goes down. And that's about 8. We're at 8,000 gold lead here for Tech. They are up 5 turrets to 4. They are up 3 dragons to none. They have taken the only Baron of the game. So not only do they have, in my mind, better siege right now, they also have aspect for better objective control. So TAMU not really able to turtle this one out like I thought they could have in the last game, where dragon control was kind of spread out across the game. Squarely with Georgia Tech right now for the dragon control, it's going to have to be a very good team fight for TAMU to get back in this game. Look for Don't Kill Me K to try and find a flank angle to get in onto Rice Fox, but Rice Fox has been masterful this game, handling the dive and the pressure that has come his way. They have been fighting him in the jungle constantly. That has meant that Korea Bread and Don't Kill Me K they have had to eat the condemned so many times. People have had real problems getting onto Rice Fox, one of the reasons why he's 5-0-6 right now. And that Feign damage only gets more real as this game goes along. He's finished 3 items. He has the Last Whisper, he's got the Blade of the Rune King and the Static Shiv. He is a great duelist. He will be a good team fighter, given enough heal. And he is an amazing objective taker. Both Baron and Dragon will go down very quickly. Now, Baron is going to be a source of contestation here. It's not up, but everybody's cognizant of it. Saber, oh great! Like, he's able to get Chuck Norman with the 80 carry down. Texas A&M will not have enough to make it through this. Yuke will now slow Forgive Me I Suck, Forgive Me I Suck. Gonna use Gray Health to be pesky, but Yuke's gonna pick it up. Epic Shots trying to get away. Saber here on the chase. I don't think he has the damage, but he's gonna try. He's got the slowdown. Saber does have to eat. Oh! He tries it. He went in on the Q, but the return Q, the yo-yo true damage, is able to take him down as Epic Shots did use the Ignite to win the duel. He's gonna get away from you. Epic Shots is alive, but does not mean that his mid-in-hit turret will be. Looks like the first in-hit will be down here for Georgia Tech. Epic Shots really is, I feel, the only thing going right for his team right now. He's playing very aggressive. He's been able to get a couple kills. Tom Kench tries to use the Abyssal Journey here, or Abysmal Journey, sorry. Abysmal Journey to get in onto the fight. Unfortunately for him, Black Shield kind of stops any effect he would have had. Oh boy, statement of the game here is the fact that Ari is going 3rd item Void, not going straight into damage. He knows that he now has to chew through Banshee's Veil on the Gnar. He has to get through an Athene's on the Zig. Not really a whole bunch of magic resistance here from Saber on Lee Sin. Kind of surprising considering he has been eating a lot of Epic Shots damage here. Maybe would have liked to have seen some sort of defensive team buff here. And Aegis, you know, would not be missed on this team, considering that Epic Shots has really been a lot of the damage coming out from the opposing team. Asian Devil, he's going to get caught out. That's a 4-man squad. They were waiting in that push. That was a Fnatic death push, if I've ever seen one. And Georgia Tech will now have to fight off this Baron dance. 4v5 at least for another 20 seconds while Asian Devil is down and back at the base. I still think Georgia Tech could win this one 4v5 if Epic Shots gets caught out, but he is not. Yuke does not land the Mega Gnar. They have lost one of their key team fight tools. But the Ziggs ultimate lands that big bomb dropping from the sky, and now it is that him, Ricebox and you running through the rest of the lineup. There is no one there to defend as soon as that Tom Kench went down. No one was being saved. Epic Shots dies to the Is That Him ultimate. That is 5 down. There are supers in the base. This looks like it's going to be a clean 2-0 win here for Georgia Tech. They will move on to 3-0 on the young CSL season. Texas A&M will move to 1-2. They are going to have the right ship here in a very, very contested Southern 1v1 here in the CSL. So look for them to bounce back here in the next couple of weeks. We saw good individual play from Texas A&M here. Let's not diminish this. There were definitely bright spots. This was not, a straight roll. The games had some really good back and forth here in the early to mid sectors. TAMU pulled out advantages in some of this. Now, what do we see from the numbers of these games? Don't Kill Me K had fine lane phase. He was even with Uke under most circumstances. Where it really fell off for me was the fact that Don't Kill Me K did not perform well in the team fights. The teams were not built well enough around him for the team fights to really be in his favor. When you have a Renekton, especially in a game like this, you want a hyperscaling backline that people are trying to dive through you to get to. Unfortunately, in this team comp, the Ahri was constantly into the opposing team trying to get to the backline. They were not having to try too hard to get to the Tristana, because as soon as Ahri went in, Rek'Sai was in. Renekton tried to get in. They were trying to get to this Vayne, which they were never able to get to. And because of that, they didn't really give Renekton a chance to succeed. So he was constantly out of team fights, out of position, and dead very early. Rek'Sai, I think they all almost kind of fell prey to Epic Shots' aggressiveness. Epic Shots was always in, always trying to get a kill. He was able to get some small advantages for his team. He was able to get picks, a lot of them. Unfortunately, onto the support. Asian Devil took a lot of the deaths. Saber took a lot of the damage. But he wasn't getting it onto the high-profile people. It wasn't Is That Him getting caught. It wasn't Rice Fox getting caught. It was support and jungle who are nowhere near as valuable targets. So look for them to maybe come out with a better team synergy in their champion selection and how they play it coming up in the next couple of games. Tech, this was a strong showing. I think they played well around Rice Fox in game 2 here. I think game 1 really was about Uke and Is That Him coming together in that siege comp with the Titanic Renekton. Once again, that was a team that was set up for Renekton's success. They had a hyperscaling Jinx. They had a Xerath. People were constantly trying to get through Uke to get to the back lane, and that set him up to be an absolute monster in team fights. That is how you build for Renekton. Throwing Renekton into any team composition isn't going to win you a game. So, good showing for Georgia Tech. I really liked the team building here. I wasn't so completely sure about the Lee Sin here, but it turned out pretty well. Once again, it was a jungler that worked well with the Sightstone. He got early kills, went red, had some really good effectiveness throughout the game. If that game had gone a little bit later, I think we would have seen that red probably cost him a little bit, as he didn't have the defenses to really deal with Epic Shots, who was largely the leader on the enemy team as far as damage output and what he was doing. So a later game, this could have been problems for Georgia Tech, but I think they felt the way it was going, said, you know what, we'll take the mid-game power spike for Saber's Lee Sin, and we'll make sure that Vayne and Ziggs are there and powerful for the late game. They took it, won it in the mid game, did not need to press that super late game Vayne button, and they got out okay. Now, there are still some problems here for Georgia Tech. They had some moments of just too aggressive or too far forward on the support and jungle. Once again, it's nice that it's the support and jungle that were too far ahead. But there are still things that need to be controlled here. This game can be cleaner, it can be smoother. We can, shave off a couple of deaths here and there. 5 death support, 4 death jungle. Not super, super good here, but AD carry with no deaths, top laner with 2 deaths, mid laner with 2 deaths, especially is that him's 2 deaths despite repeated attempts by Korea Bread. Korea Bread pretty much sacrificed his jungle to make sure that Is That Him was not going to have the advantage on epic shots. It's very clear that Texas A&M said mid lane needs to get ahead, both games. Saw Korea Bread constantly there as Lee said, constantly there as Rek'Sai, making it a very difficult lane for Is That Him. Is That Him kept up his farm, didn't die, was effective in team fights. That's all you need. All right, my voice is almost done, folks. This has been a great game. Thanks for watching. As always, please support the Georgia Tech team in their next couple of games. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some CSL coverage, so I'm not doing this on my free time. But otherwise, have a great night, guys, and I will see you possibly at club.